started. Hello, Ben. Wonderful to see you. Oh my goodness. Wow, let's get started. No worry, Gabriella. You're very welcome to just listen in. You don't have to show your camera if it's not convenient. Okay, so officially welcome to our special evening of transforming your body and mind, and also thinking about the fitness, for your body and mind. And so we've got Nichols, who's a friend of mine, and myself tonight facilitating this event, and we're very excited. So Con, tell us a little bit about what we're going to do tonight.
Before I do, I think it's well-deserved, and I must say congratulations to Kitty for being bestseller at her beautiful, amazing book. So congratulations, great effort. And, I think you deserve all the accolades you can get. But before we start on this, Kitty, tell us, why did you write your book?
Yes, okay, thank you for that. I really appreciate it because I have had my book for quite a while now, and it's just recently that I felt this real yearning to make it a platform, to be able to use it to bless more people, not in a small scale, but globally. And so my book is called Juggling Health and Wealth. For those of you who have not seen it, basically it's a story of where my dad really honored him as a way of thinking about, because he was actually a very successful and rich businessman. However, he was not healthy. He would spend 80 to 100 hours a week working, to a point that he was really, really exhausted. And towards the end of his life, he got cancer, and he was overweight and he was obese. And so he died when he was only 52 years old, very, very young. And as a result, to me personally, health has been a very important core value of my life, because I was also born with a hole in my heart, which was a congenital heart defect. So because of that, I always took it upon myself to learn everything and anything I could about health. So this book, I wrote about 5 different dimensions of well-being. And I use an anchor action. So when you see an anchor, it goes like this. So it's spiritual health, mental health, emotional health, physical health, and then when you move outward, and that is social health. So in my book, I talk about all these 5 different dimensions of health. And then there's also 5 pillars of wealth, including budgeting, leveraging, investing, business, as well as, saving and stuff like that. But really, the reason why I'm so passionate about, having this book to people's hands is because I believe that it can actually help people to balance the 2 different areas, because I've seen personally with so many of my dear friends that are either very, very successful and wealthy, just like my dad, but he didn't have health. And however, there are people that may be really fit and healthy. They might be doing, a lot of bodybuilding and stuff like that, yet they do not have the financial resources to be able to help them reach their goals. So to me, the ethos of this book is a thriving business, and doing well in whatever that you're doing doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice your health. In fact, to me, when you think about wealth, it's not even only about material possessions or money. It's actually something that is to do with the ethos of your first wealth is your health. So that's why I've become a health coach, and I love being able to help people reach their wellness and weight management goals. So Con, perhaps, share a little bit about what you do. And then
before I go there, I was actually quite very touched when you said that your dad passed away at a very young age.
He did.
And I must say, I'm probably one of the lucky ones that I survived a death. Because I was on the right pathway to die. If you can show them, a couple seconds, this particular clip, so everybody can get understanding what I'm talking about.
Yes, sure.
One thing I'm gonna, as a disclaimer, it's not very, it's very graphic, and and also I've been also told that if someone has got issues, either health issues, mental issues, please seek professional advice. Please, Kitty, see how you go.
So let's have a look at how Con, through transforming his mind, able to do what he's done. Have a look at this video. So here we are. So you can see that, it's just a really, really powerful story. So Con is someone that really has inspired me. And he's the senior managing director of Nichols in his real estate property company. So Con, why don't you tell us a little bit about your book, A Boy with One Suitcase?
Kitty, I must say, doesn't matter how many times I watch that clip, always gets me very emotional.
Yes, I can imagine.
Because indirectly, I was committing suicide with food. The end result would have been the same. Doesn't matter if I was going to die from a car accident or alcohol or drugs or getting shot, whatever, the end result would have been dead. And it was only that morning 7:22 a.m. that I went to my bathroom mirror, and for the first time, I know it sounds very weird, but for the first time, I saw this guy in the mirror that I did not recognize.
Yeah.
The biggest problem till there was I never thought I was fat. I never thought I had a weight problem. I never thought I had any issues with my weight till that morning when I saw myself and I realized today, not tomorrow, not first day of the month, no New Year's Day, right now, the journey begins today. And slowly, slowly, I trying to shift my mindset. Mindset in my own journey is being a gift that was given by God, because people got to realize that anything we do in life, doesn't matter if it's a weight loss, doesn't matter if it's relationships, doesn't matter if it's money, whatever it is, it comes under the big banner of mindset. Yes. And believing in your ability and believing who you want to be and where you want to go to. Slow, very, very slow. I started taking small steps and I created myself some changes, because the whole idea is that your mind's got to change. You got to shift your mindset. And yes, if it was easy, everybody would have done it. And you know, the funny part is also, Kitty, as well, is that, you know, when we go through a particular change in our life, unfortunately, we as human, we want to see instant results.
Correct.
And sometimes we might go down there and might get the help from Kitty, or we might go to the gym and do some weights and so on. And after 2-3 weeks, we say, oh my God, you know, I don't see any differences. Why? Very simple. Maybe because you're not putting 110% effort into it. And maybe you're expecting other people to do your work instead of you. In simple, plain, and very basic, the way I look at my life is that, you know, we can fight any battle, we can win any war, but at the end of the day, it comes to us as individuals. And, you know, we're here for a reason. We're here to live a wonderful life. Human life should be very simple and very basic. We make it complicated. You know, I mean, even like before you talked about success and health and wealth and so on. I mean, there's so many definitions out there of the word success. What is success? Is it money? Is it health? It can be anything.
That's right.
I mean, for a homeless man, success can be to have a nice house to live or have a nice warm meal.
Yes.
For someone else, success can be to cure cancer, argument's sake. For someone else can be completely different, to have more houses and more planes. So, you know, everybody's got a different interpretation of their particular word, but it all comes down to mindset and believing in yourself. I mean, I like to ask everybody out there, and by the way, thank you for taking the time and effort to come and hear Kitty's story and my journey as well. We do appreciate it. And like I said before, we're here to assist and give some guidance. And if we can help one person, I think we achieve amazing things. I mean, I like to know, for example, you know, please don't be afraid, you know, just, you know, in your case, you know, what do you think what you just saw now? Is it something that actually got you going, something? We'd like to hear.
Yeah, because obviously it's not just one part of it. We talk about tonight, you know, the fitness of the body and the mind.
100%.
And in the case of the story of Con, he really signifies like from 155 kilos to now, what, 68 kilos. I haven't seen anyone who's ever done that. And it's not only just the body side of things, and it's also the mind, as he talked about. So in your case, some of our audience here, maybe Ben, do you want to share a little bit about your experience in terms of the transformation of your mind and how that actually, you know, changes the experience that you've had?
Well, I was
Tell us a bit about yourself first, Ben. Yeah, why were you here?
Firstly, firstly, I wouldn't mind losing a bit of weight myself.
No problem.
And COVID's been a big problem I've gained 5 kilos over the time I've been locked away working from home.
Yes.
And my intention was to lose about 1 kilo every year till I got to about 80.
Yes.
In other words, I had a long-term goal, not a short-term one.
That's
But
good.
COVID got in the way. So it's a bit frustrating. And the other thing, in terms of other parts of my life, like you said, Kitty, being successful and all that is great, and having family and focusing on. My opinion is maybe my physical's not so good, but I do. When you talk about all the elements of life, when it comes to spiritual and to then even your work ethic as well as your family, balancing all those things for me has been a great thing, and something I really focus on. And the one little piece that I'm really worried about the most is probably my body, and focusing on that a little bit more and looking after that, just like Con suggested, which I really appreciate.
That's true. Yes.
I must congratulate you, because you said something very, very important. You've already got a goal and you got a setting, and that's amazing. That's halfway of the solution, believe it or not. At least you know where you're going to go. A lot of people have got no idea what they're going to do. And to me, I take my hat off you, and that's awesome. And thank you for sharing that, by the way. Awesome. Anyone else out there?
Yes. Charmaine, would you like to share?
Thanks, Con.
Pleasure.
Skipped out a little bit because my Zoom was having issues just now. So I missed like a little bit of what you guys were talking. But from what I understand as well, it's like this definitely is a journey. Like people think that it's, I'll do the 6-week diet, and I'll do this and I'll do this overnight, and then I'll just go to the gym in January. And January, always the gym memberships go from up here, and then by the mid of January it goes down. We all know that, right? And the thing is, it's a lifestyle change. Exactly. And with Kitty, in what the work that you do, it's about a lifestyle. People think that it can't be done, but it can. And for me, I've struggled with yo-yo dieting all my life, and being measured success is I'm skinny, and so you want to talk about physical body, like even the skinniest person may have high cholesterol, may have all these things that are going wrong with them. So your outer shell doesn't prove anything, and because you don't know what's on the inside, right? And so for me, it's a matter of learning to have a lot of self-care and basically decide for myself that I want to live my best life from now on, and I think that, and then every choice that I make goes towards that. It not be the best choice, but it's a better choice. That's right. So it's just learning to do it and be surrounded by people who are on the same path as you. Yes. Who would support. I think support is such a big thing. Accountability and support is the biggest thing to a lifestyle change. People think they can do it by themselves. It's all total BS.
No, I mean, there's no island, right? Every single one of us needs to have people around us to support us, to keep us accountable, to cheer us on. One of the things that I always talk about, and I'm sure that, those people who know me know that, is oxygen mask principle. It's like, when we fly on a plane, we need to put our own oxygen mask on before assisting others. And, in order to do that, self-love, self-care is so crucial. And people think that, well, self-love is selfish. It's not, because if we're not able to look after ourselves first, then we have no oxygen. Yeah. Just like in a plane, we cannot help other people. So that's why what you said there, Charmaine, is so true. We really do need to sort of look at what we can look after ourselves first. And so that's why, in terms of food, in terms of exercise, in terms of mindset, but more importantly, really the social aspect of, like, supporting one another.
And I love the way, Charmaine, you said choices. Choices is so crucial. I know choices in today's life, I think it's very important aspect of what you do in life overall. Yes. Because you either go left or go right, or you go up or you go down. You know what I mean? Life is full of choices. The difference is you got to be guided, and you got to be having the right knowledge to make the right choices. Don't get me wrong. I mean, look, we all love chocolate. I mean, we're not going to hide it. There's nothing wrong every so often to have a bit of a, treat yourself to a nice sweet or someone. Remember something. It's all about maths. Whatever you put in, you got to put out. If you're going to eat X amount of calories, you got to make sure you sweat it out.
Yeah.
Anyone else out there would like to share the story?
I know Vijit here. She's in Singapore though, but it's only 4 o'clock, so she might still be working. Just let me know, Vijit, if you want to put it in the group chat, because she's actually one of my best students. She's been doing like 4 semesters of my 12-week program, and it's nearly a whole year since the start of COVID, and she's done so very well. Like if you have a look at her before and after photo, in fact, she's got it in my Juggling Health and Wealth Facebook group.
Beautiful.
She's doing amazing. However, looks like she's actually still at work. She was telling me before, like when I come into this meeting, maybe I'm just not able to speak, but that's okay. And Gabriella is also one of my students doing my transitions lifestyle system, and she's only starting, but she's saying here that accountability group is vital. I don't know whether you can show your camera, Gabriella. If not, then yeah, that's one thing that I always say. We cannot rely on ourselves, because really, if we just try and do things on our own, there's no accountability, there's no support, there's no praising, all these things is so crucial, right, Con? Even Con and I, we sort of, support one another in our respective journeys.
Look, I mean, in all fairness, Kitty's been behind the scenes. It's like, when you got a big orchestra, you've got someone to conduct the whole thing. And sometimes, we always trying to go off the rail, but once again, you need someone in your corner. And Kitty Cheng is that person to have in your corner, because she's reliable, she's accountable for, she's got a lot of knowledge, and she'll look after you no matter what. And Kitty, just very quickly, coming back to your amazing book, which is also one of the best author. I believe being today Thanksgiving as well. Obviously, today's the 25th, and we've got a month before Christmas, a wonderful time of the year. I believe you got an amazing offer for our guests that came in and joined us today.
That's correct. Now we've got this book that together, Con and I, he's the author of The Boy with One Suitcase, From Marbles to Millions, Nichols, and I'm the author of Juggling Health and Wealth, How to Keep All Your Balls in the Air Successfully. Now, if you were to get both books together, retail cost, it would be $45. But because it's actually coming up to Black Friday tomorrow and also Christmas, we have come together in collaboration. We are offering this tonight for only $20 for both books. So
in addition to that, Kitty, in addition to that, to your Melbourne audience as well, in addition to that, on the 23rd of February next year,
yes,
there's also an expo that next year I'm involved. I'm also going to give our guests free tickets to come to the expo to be our guests. I'm going to be one of the keynote speakers there. So I love to, if you're in Melbourne, of course, I love to see you guys and come in and say hello, and I'll sign the book for you as well. So in addition to the book, you're also going to get a free entry ticket to the expo on the 23rd of February at Moonee Valley Racecourse.
Fantastic. Yep, I'm going to be there, and it's going to be an amazing expo of a plethora of wonderful business owners and different people that are going to be able to provide you with a lot of values. Con and I are both part of that community and that network. And Gabriella, I know that you're in Sydney. That's why if you guys want to have both Con and my book, let us know, hopefully latest by next week, then we can get it delivered before Christmas. Then you can have it as either your own gift or you can give them away. You can have, more than one, obviously, one for yourself and one for other people as well. And so this is what we have to offer you, both Con and my book. Typically, if you were to buy each of our book would be $25, but together $20 tonight. But the thing is, really, we just want to have the assurance to you that if you want to transform your body and your mind, obviously, reading is a good way to go about it. But at the same time, having a coach, a mentor like Con has been teaching me a lot about business. And I've been helping him also together with nutrition and exercise and the transition lifestyle system. And of course, the February event is going to be a great one that we can offer you to come along and, actually see us face to face, because a lot of these meetings that we've been doing has been on Zoom, and as much as it's fun still to be able to see each other on the screen, there's nothing that
human contact is about time we open the bell.
All right, nothing that beats face to face, right, Con?
Kitty, once again, we'd like to thank our guests for giving us your valuable time of tonight. Please, if you got any more questions like to ask us, anything that you want to either Kitty or myself to answer you or to give you an advice, or please let us know. And on the note, from between me and Kitty, thank you very much for attending our meeting tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much for being on this call, and I hope to see you sometime soon. Bye for now.
Thanks, Con.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Con and Kitty.
And Merry Christmas and stay safe.
Thank you.